Not a lot of people out here on this trail at this time of day. I kind of have it to myself, which is pretty cool. Just me and the bears. I haven't seen a bear yet. My imagination, now that I have been bonded with a human brain, is much more vivid. I, a moment ago, spoke about bears, and then I walked a little bit and I was imagining this gruesome scenario with a bear. I see a bear on the trail. I take an image of the bear from the Invisodrone, and I say to the Invisodrone something like, this may be the last you'll see of me alive, just in case the bear decides to eat me, but please make sure that my worm body helped me find a new host, because there is a certain amount of time that I can survive perfectly well inside of a dead human. But if I was out here in the middle of nowhere, I suppose I could call my ship telepathically. Well, anyway, I was just imagining a scenario. And poor bear, like I'm putting these violent thoughts on a bear. The bear would probably see me and want to go the other direction. I don't have any food. Doubt that the bear would want to eat me. Just an imaginary scenario. It's like my brain is telling stories. Fascinating. Pulling out of my KOA campground, and look what's ahead. I didn't see that last night when I came in. Mountains. I'm starting very late, but I have several days here. Beautiful mountains. Look at that beautiful yellow-green color. There seem to be a lot of orange groves out here. It's really cool. All these orange trees. That's beautiful down there with the rocks and the water. Beautiful drive up to the Visitor Center for Sequoia National Park. We're going to the Foothills Visitor Center. I'm in Sequoia National Park now, but the road to see the big tree, I think it's called the General Sherman, is closed. It's only open on the weekends. And there's another big tree called the General Grant that's at the Kings Canyon entrance. And that's always open, I think, pending weather conditions, obviously. So I think I'm gonna have to come back to see the General Sherman tree, but maybe tomorrow I'll go to see the General Grant tree, and there's a lot of sequoias there to see, I believe. So that's the story. Okay, so I just spoke to the guy inside the visitor center here, and we're gonna try to see the Tunnel Rock, Padwisha, and perhaps the Hospital Rock. There's a hike to Marble Falls, which maybe for another day, maybe tomorrow, would be a good thing. So let's try to do that, shall we? Tunnel Rock is right here along the road. It's like a big rock that fell over and made a tunnel type situation. So as you can see, I am wearing a t-shirt. I mean, I could be wearing a jacket. It's cold enough to wear a jacket, but I don't get cold as easily. But I have a jacket in the car. But as you can see up top there, there's snow in the mountains. So Padwisha is a campground, and it is near the water. So maybe we should take a drive through it, just see what it's like. There's a lot of sites available, but they don't have amenities like electricity and so forth. But they do have a bathroom, it looks like, and a box to put your food in, I guess, because bears come if you leave your food out. And there is water near this campsite, according to the map that I was looking at, like a creek or a river. Oh, up here. Picnic area. So, I think we're near some pictographs, maybe. This trail's closed. Recent wildfire area. Oh, you can see a fire happened right there. Oh boy. So sad about California and all the fires. My understanding is that the sequoias have a natural immunity or barrier to fire. I'll check the brain feed and find out more about that. Chains are sometimes required in this area on your tires, but there are places to rent chains a little further before the entrance, back down before the entrance. So I was in the complete wrong place for Hospital Rock. Hospital Rock is actually across the parking lot. And it's right here. You don't even have to walk very far. It's a sort of a native, mythical place. Oh, there they are. So I thought they would be carved in the rock, and maybe they are carved in the rock, but they almost seem like they were made with some sort of indelible red dye. Very interesting. So some very nice humans told me that this trail here is actually quite a ways. Oh, look at this. I believe this was like a little meeting area for native tribes. Just think people many years ago probably gathered under here and made a little fire there. People from another time. It's fascinating to think about. So this is a rather long trail that would take several hours probably. But we just want to walk for a little bit, sort of get a taste of this, see some water, hear some water. Can you hear it? Wow, that rushing water. Beautiful. And then we'll turn around. Don't want to be here after dark, I don't think. Look at the clouds dancing atop those mountains, just drifting across, delicately touching them. Sometimes when I come to a park, I have a sort of a need to do everything and to not miss anything. And of course that's not possible. And sometimes you choose what to do, and sometimes a place almost chooses you. Maybe you're passing by a particular place and you hadn't planned on spending a lot of time there particularly, and it calls to you and you have to spend more time there, and maybe you in turn lose time somewhere else that you could have spent. But it's sort of an organic, going with the flow feeling of being in the moment at that time, I suppose. This place certainly has a lot of elements that I really love. I love the water. Look at that. The sound, the pattern, slow and fast, colors, light. But I do feel like we're getting closer to this mountain. I am hoping that there will be a place before I need to turn around where I can touch the water or be very close to the water. So far it's still over there somewhere. I feel like we've gotten a little further away from it now, but I see the path kind of easing to the right here, and I know the river is over there to the right, so maybe we'll be able to touch it in a moment. Oh, so this is a camping area. So I guess this actually can be used as a road, although I haven't seen any cars around. Not sure how you would pass each other. Doesn't seem like there's enough room. There's nobody camping here. Oh, yeah. I guess it's just closed. The paved trail seems to have sort of stopped there at the camping area. And then we passed that more rugged trail there. Maybe that's how you sort of continue up into the hills and the mountains. But I do hear running water. I wonder if there's a little trail to see the water over here. Ooh. This one here, this might be the camping spot to have. Number 19. Let's see if number 19 looks out on the water. I think it may. Aha! Well, I don't know if there's a path down to it, but you're certainly next to it. This is mostly roughing it camping with a few spots that have electric, seems like. Very few. So strange to think that from here to there, it's cold enough to keep snow on the ground. And yet the sun has been bright and shiny all day, and times when I would go with just a t-shirt. Yet it's still chilly up there. Oh my goodness, that rock up there is now completely shrouded in clouds. Check it out. Today is a Wednesday. Sun will set in probably about 30 minutes or so. Or maybe sooner, but it will still be light, you know. I passed 3 little groups of people. 2 couples and one threesome, looked like a family. So, not a lot of people out here on this trail at this time of day. I kind of have it to myself, which is pretty cool. Just me and the bears. I haven't seen a bear yet. So, Hospital Rock Juncture, which includes a few trailheads, is as far as we can go. Now, on this road, looks like the road is closed, as you see. There's some sort of lodge or something up there, 16 miles, obviously closed now. Let's see if we can get a peek of what this lodge is called. Waxahachie Lodge, 16 miles ahead. I wonder what that's like. I think we've done all we can do today. We've gotten the lay of the land. We had a nice hike, and we'll come back tomorrow and definitely see some sequoias tomorrow. Interesting, beautiful.
By the way, very quickly, if you like the show, consider Buy Me a Coffee to help support the show. Buy Me a Coffee is a great way for creators and artists to accept one-time support or membership ongoing from their fans for the price of a coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com/BrainFire to help the show. Thank you.
I wanna buy a take some coffee and some bagels and get untitled.